Detroit Tigers taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. So the Los Angeles Dodgers with lofty expectations this season, and why not? They're the defending World Series champs. Singy, it's become so hard in today's game to go back-to-back as champions. Why do you think that is?
Boog, I think it's because of the competition level and the parity that we're seeing in baseball. But, yeah, you're right. It is very rare. The Yankees won 3 years in a row from 1998 to 2000. But over the next 20 seasons, nobody else was able to repeat. I think there's less of an imbalance at the top, and teams can compete by combining good internal development with smart, well-timed moves to bring in help from the outside. And once you hit the postseason, anything's possible.
And now,
the crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Just about set to go now. And today's starter, Tyler Glasnow.
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub-350 ERA. And, you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub-2s, they're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ballgame every time he takes the mound. So, you know, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
Zach McKinstry leading things off and takes a strike. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a foul ball. That's down and in. A slider missed. Not close with that one. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. In the air, left field, down the line, and that is foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The pitch. Just off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So digging in, Matt Vierling. Check swing called strike. Strike 1. Glasnow, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a 2-seamer.
Outside, that's a ball.
That one misses. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Nobody out. Runner at first. spoils that one, and it remains 2-2.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched it.
Three-two on the way to third, and that's just foul. Three-two, and ball four, two aboard.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
And now Kerry Carpenter, and a swing and a miss there.
0-1. Ball.
First and second, no outs here on opening day. Off the mark there, and it's 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And that's in for a strike. And the count's even at 2. Tried to check his swing. Appeal to third. No, he held up. Glass now. Ready and deals. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Hernandez settles underneath it. Hauls it in for the out. Here's Detroit's opening day lineup, and Siggy, this team took a big step forward last year.
Yeah, especially after the All-Star break, Luke. They had a .600 winning percentage down the stretch, shocked the Astros in the wild card round, and took the Guardians to the brink in the ALDS. It was their first winning season in almost a decade, so we'll see if they can build on that this year.
Riley Green in the box, lays off for ball 1.
Well, Boog, early on in this one, having a hard time getting settled in. He's not showing control to throw strikes, and let alone to throw it where he wants in the strike zone. This could be a tough one for him.
And that drops in for a strike. Ground ball, could be 2. Freeman over to second. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. And we're back. And today on the hill, Tarek Skubal. And he comes in off a really nice season on the hill, Chris.
An ERA in the low 2s last year. So consistent, so dependable. Talk about a skipper who's got a guy like that that's going to go out there and not just keep them in the ball game, but really give them an opportunity to win a ball game, even if it's a low-scoring day for the offense. That's who he was last season. And if he's even close to that this year, I think they'll be really happy with his performance.
Freddie Freeman, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Very humble guy, and you know, on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, let it travel.
Yep. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. Now one missed. And he chases a high fastball there.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Down the line. Green on the run. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. On the ground right side. Throw on to Torkelson. One up, one down. And here's the opening day lineup for the reigning World Series champion Dodgers. What a run of success it's been in L.A., Chris.
Yeah, 12 straight years in the postseason, Boog. For a franchise that had previously never been in the postseason, even 3 years in a row. And they've won the NL West 11 of those 12 years. At this point, the expectation for the Dodgers is the same every year. A World Series title.
Mookie Betts in the box now. No balls and a strike. One out, base is empty. Hard hit, but right at him and left.
Man, he smoked that fastball. He's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up, he'll find a hole.
Two down, base is empty. At the plate, Shohei Ohtani. He has, as they like to say...
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right.
Felt impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Two outs. Missed with a changeup. And 1-1. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it goes just foul. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Dodgers go down quietly. Scoreless after one. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Now it's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres. Glass now back to work. Right through there for a strike.
As a pitcher, you don't want to throw them get me over fastballs just for strikes. You really need to command your pitches to this guy at the plate.
Ball one there. Carl Dixon working the plate in this one.
You know, we often hear and talk about umpires being a pitcher's umpire, but Boog, Dixon maybe a little bit more hitter friendly than most. He's kind of tight on the corners, so we'll see if that comes into play at all in this one.
Glass now ready to fire now. Out into left center for a line drive base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way, and as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on, and such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. Strike on the inside corner.
So here's an interesting note on Glass now. He's been known to look at photos of people he doesn't like before it starts. It's a way for him to kind of get angry, and then he carries that anger out to the mound to help him pitch. It sounds like a good strategy to me, but I wonder who he's looking at. I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
So Torque takes the win.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the three-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches he didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive, trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
Colt Keith up now for the Tigers. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And he dropped it. So that's a foul ball, and he gets another chance at the plate. Fastball for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Just misses. And a count 1-2.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons, he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And a count now even up.
We got full count.
Torres over at first with 1 away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
Tomas Nido at the plate. Slider clips the zone. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here at the top of the second. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. One left for Detroit. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Dodger Stadium, home of the World Series champs. Last year was a good one for the Dodger faithful, Singy. LA winning their second title in the last 5 years.
Yeah, what a year, Boog, and that makes it 8 championships in franchise history. Tremendous job all around. They won the Shohei sweepstakes, led baseball in attendance, had the best record in the league, and finished it off with the World Series.
Last season for the Dodgers was all about Shohei, but the World Series belonged to Freddie.
Nobody better in baseball to deliver those types of moments than Freddie Freeman. He made memories that are going to cover generations.
And now the real challenge for the Dodgers, finding a way to match what they did a year ago. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Just indecisive in that at-bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. First pitch misses. Hernandez went deep in his most recent game. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
One gone, runner at first. And up to the plate is Will Smith. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. No score here in the second. Fouled off left side. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Off balance feet, there's 1. And that's 2. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We played 2 full. We're tied 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the 3rd inning, down the 3rd baseman, Andy Ibanez. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That one not close. And that is ball 1. And that just misses.
That's one you always want as a pitcher. Down at the knees, and it looks to me like he's barking, that's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
Got him swinging.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really got way more to the plate than it was supposed to.
So the batting order turns over. Zach McKinstry up now for the Tigers. Inside, just missed. Top of the 3rd, no score. That one's in there. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. Backed off the plate that time. Ground ball, left side, and foul ball. And it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
And now, Matt Vierling. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 1. Now, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now, doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2 out, space is empty.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Hernandez makes a nice running catch. Nothing doing here this half. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. No score. Back here in
Leading
L.A.
off,
Leading off,
Dodgers,
Andy
the right
Potts.
fielder, Andy
He has consistently been one of the best in the sport against lefties, and yet the righties give him trouble. You know, you don't want to be labeled as that guy, but the numbers say what they say.
Well, he's a good player, but if he wants to be great, he's going to have to figure it out against right-handed pitchers. There's so many right-handers in the game that you're going to see them one after another. So you would imagine with that many looks, Boog, that the adjustment's got to be coming soon.
Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
3-2.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Clearland makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Batting 8, the center fielder,
Tommy Edman at the plate. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Edman, a former Gold Glove winner, in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. And that one hammered. That ball's carrying. Pulls it in on the warning track.
batting 9, the second baseman,
Miguel Rojas at the plate.
Rojas.
And that drops in for a strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
A changeup missing. Now 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And that skips in the dirt.
2-2 the count.
Base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field.
Man,
there are a lot of hits there.
Freeman.
Next to the dish is Freddie. Grounded out his first time. In there for strike 1. Rojas, the runner at first with 2 gone. That one fouled off. Two outs. And down on strikes he goes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. So the Dodgers leave 1, and we're still knotted at 0. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And now the right fielder, Kerry Carpenter.
Kerry Carpenter.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average.
Can't glove it cleanly. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
The left fielder, number 31.
Go ahead run on base. Here's Riley Green. 0 for 1 so far. First pitch, and he just misses. All tied up here on opening day. And fouled off.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. His first homer of the year, and that's how they take the lead. It's 2-0.
Nothing better than hitting a home run to put your team out in front. He's enjoying a fun trip around the bases. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Gleyber Torres up to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Just missed.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a foul out of play. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Swing and a miss. Glass now with the strikeout.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Muncy sends it to first. And they get Torkelson for the out.
Designated hitter, Colt Keith.
2 outs, base is empty. Next is the Tigers DH, Colt Keith. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
That ball is foul.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. And we're back. John Jambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Mookie Betts.
Soldier about me, the boy is a soldier, that's me. And I ain't coming to play no games, we still banging Trump music, cause that boy ain't changing. Hey, now I don't know what they told you about me. The boy is a soldier.
Betts takes low.
Counts 1-0.
And that is downstairs. And that's ball 2. Almost got him.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Next offering is fouled back. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to
Now
score in this
batting,
one.
the
Don't want to wake a
designated
team
hitter,
up with the free pass.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He's 0 for 1. That's off the inside corner. 1-0.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And that's down and away. And now 2-1.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Just missed.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
Max Muncy in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Center field. And there's one away.
The third baseman, number 13, Max Muncy.
Here comes Max Muncy. Struck out swinging his first time. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. First
Ball
pitch
one.
doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Betts, the base runner at first with 1 out. And a foul ball. The 1-1.
Ball. 2-1.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. To second, there's 1.
Out.
And their second double play of the day will end the 4th. Offense held in check there. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Tigers 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Glass now back to work. Right through there for a strike. Swings and misses. No balls, 2 strikes.
0-2.
This one in the air. Muncy in position. And there's 1 down.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the
bat,
hitter right
the
there.
third
I mean, that pitch was
baseman,
right down the
Ibanez.
middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Ibanez batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. And that one is lifted in the air. Hernandez ranging after it. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Zach.
Back to the top of the lineup. And next to hit for Detroit, Zach McKinstry. First pitch just misses. There's a swing and a miss.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
High fly ball out to left field. Hernandez sizing this one up. Hauls it in to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Tigers 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
You know, these Dodgers need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Next offering misses, and it's 2-1.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have guys in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Smith stands in now and watches strike one. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Next pitch is outside. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit. Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
On the ground to third. Sends it to first, and they get the out on Smith.
The right fielder, number 44, Andy Pajes.
So 2 down now, and here is Andy Pajes. He's 0 for 1. That one misses.
Outside.
Ball 1. Strike 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the 3rd out. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, and they're down 2-0. Top of the 6th inning, and now the center fielder, Matt Vierling.
Matt Vierling.
Vierling in his 4th year, 28 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2018. This one in the air, right field. Pajes brings it in, and there's 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Kerry Carpenter.
And next up for the Tigers, Kerry Carpenter, 1 for 2. That one's in there. 0-1. One down, base is empty. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a ball ripped right field, and that one back, and that one is gone. A solo shot, and they add on. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Riley Green, the next to hit. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. There's a swing and a drive. And that one is off the wall. And that's a double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking
Up
for
next
right
for the
there.
Tigers,
A lot of hitters
the
tell
second
themselves
baseman,
line drive over the
Labor.
infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
1 out, runner at second. And up next for Detroit, Gleyber Torres. Down the right field line. That's a base hit. Now a long throw home. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way
Now
from
back, the
second.
first baseman,
And they lead by
Spencer.
4.
Waste no time there. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And now here is Spencer Torkelson. 0 for 2 in this one. Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot.
Now pitching for the
Now on the
Dodgers,
bump, Kirby Yates.
Number
He's making
38.
his second appearance of the season.
Kirby Yates.
That's a strike across the top of the zone. Two runs across in the inning here on opening day. Just missed. Gets him to chase after that one.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
And that's downstairs and outside. Torres leads off first with one away. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That's out number 2. Colt Keith up now for the Tigers. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. First offering, and it just misses. Swing and a miss at a slider.
1-1.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Line drive, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Up next for the Tigers, the catcher, Tomas.
And now Tomas Nido. Fastball is outside. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score, and we're in the top half of the 6th. There's a strike. Yates, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big time benefit. 2 on, 2 outs, and that is out of play. The 1-2. This to third, and it stays fair. Torres coming home. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 5-0.
Picks himself up in RBI. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
First and second, 2 outs. Ibanez now at the plate. First pitch misses.
Now, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just attack mode coming right at you, expecting to get a swing and miss.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit hard on the ground to short. To second, Rojas. They limit the damage here. So they get 3 runs on 5 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Tigers 5 and the Dodgers nothing. Bottom of the 6th inning. Digging in is the switch inning outfielder, Tommy Edman. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Next pitch is outside. Liner runner, and this could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Here's the second baseman, Miguel Rojas. And he's already singled in this game. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That's a little bit low.
2-0.
Edman stands at second with no outs. Line to left. Green hauls it in, and there's one away.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
1 out and a runner at second here in the bottom of the 6th.
0-1.
Tigers bullpen with some action. Tommy Kahnle up and throwing. Herter also throwing. Skubal checks the runner, and he's back in there. Misses outside. 2-1. And that one fouled off. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Runner at second here, 1 gone. That missed by a lot.
Count.
Full count now. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's gonna have to buckle down right here.
2 on, 1 out. And next for LA, Mookie Betts. That's a base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away.
What if they're looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle? Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Here's Shohei Ohtani, and that is in for a strike. It's 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. On the corner for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
On the ground, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1, and that's all they'll get.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. Out of here. His first homer of the year, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 5-4. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
A.J. Hinch makes another pitching change. Tarek Skubal out of the game, and he really had to grind it out, but he does leave with the lead. New arm of the mound in a moment.
Now,
new pitcher for the Tigers, Tommy Kahnle.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Base is empty with 2 away. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez. Just missed. And a swing and a miss.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt.
That's a ball.
Goes down looking. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's down to 1 at 5-4. Back after this on the show. Top of inning number 7. And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Zach McKinstry. Ball 1, no strikes. Yates, multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, and he works in a slider. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here's a 1-1. Late with the swing there.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses. Full count, 3-2. This one lifted in the air, left field. He makes the grab, and there's 1 down.
The center fielder, number 8, Matt.
So up next,
Vierling.
Matt Vierling. First pitch just misses. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And that one popped in the air, left field. Hernandez settles underneath it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Harry Carpenter.
And the Dodgers will go to the bullpen. Kirby Yates done for the day, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching for
so the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound. Alex Vesia.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
0-1.
Two down, nobody on. That's outside. And the count is 1-1. Late on that fastball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Down in order go the Tigers as they hold on to a 5-4 lead. Back here in L.A., here's the catcher, Will Smith. That clips the corner. And he swings through that one.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
1 ball,
not
2
close
strikes.
with that one. Going to count 1-2. Stays alive. That's out to center field. And there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Andy.
Stepping in, Andy Pajes. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Next pitch is outside.
Ball 2.
Just missed. Tommy Edman in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Up the middle, McKinstry. In plenty of time to first, and there's 2 away.
That's a huge defensive
The
play in the late
center fielder,
stages of the
number
game.
25,
It might not be the
Tommy
most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And here comes Tommy Edman. Check swing, no appeal.
Gosh, Boog, I think he's trying to deke the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1-1.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike 2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Up the middle. And that'll do it. Dodgers down in order. They trail it 5-4. New inning getting started. Now here's the Tigers cleanup hitter, Riley Green. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate. Just missed.
Well, these Tigers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Despite having 9 hits in the game, the numbers don't exactly jump off the page in terms of exit velocity. Nearly half have been traveling less than 90 miles per hour off the bat, but they're finding a way to get it done.
Betts whips it to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Spencer.
And now the first baseman, Spencer Torkelson. 0 for 3 in this one. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
1 out and a runner at second. Now 1-1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
1-1. Ball 2.
And that's through there for a strike. 2-2.
2-2 count.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Keith at the plate and takes high there. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. On the ground, and that one handled. Tosses to first, and that'll do it. Tigers lead 1. They lead at 5-4. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Will Vest.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Well, 1-run game. Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Rojas.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Green going after it. 1 up, 1 down.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch, man. He's going to want that one back, no doubt.
It's Freddie Freeman now, known for his late inning heroics. That one's in there, 0-1.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
One down, base is empty. Next offering misses down and away. The 1-1. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Holding on to a one-run lead near the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one not close. And the count is 2-2. Out towards left center. Green settles under it. Squeezes it. And that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Mookie.
Here's Mookie now.
Best.
The entire defense, infield and outfield, shifted to the left. And that's way high. Ball 1. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. His first homer of the year, it's 5-5.
He got on plane with that high fastball, then look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that
pitch. Shohei Ohtani will hit next. Gotta be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. Fastball for a strike.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Foul ball there. And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. All even at 5 apiece. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show.
Now pitching for the
We're
Dodgers.
back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Luis Garcia.
Luis Garcia.
Now here's the Detroit catcher, Tomas Nido.
Tomas Nido.
Right through there for a strike. And that one fouled off. Now one missed.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Next offering is downstairs.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
And a breaking ball misses outside. Ball four, he walked in, and that'll keep the line moving.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Puts a bunt down. Freeman. They apply the tag, and the runner moves up to second. Zach McKinstry getting ready to hit.
Well, first base open. Really no reason to pitch to this hitter right here. Put him on, have the force at second first, perhaps getting inning-ending double play.
And fouled off. Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with one gone.
The center fielder, number 8.
Here's the center fielder, Matt Vierling. And there's a ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That's ball 2.
Last two pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
That's smacked on a line to center. 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it. But sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
And next to hit for Detroit, Kerry Carpenter. He's already homered in this game. That one outside. And that's ball 1. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. And that one upstairs. On the ground, out to short. They take the force out. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. So they strand a pair. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. We're all tied up 5-5. Bottom of the 9th. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Max Muncy. Vest back to work. And that one is inside ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one ripped. 1 away.
Great swing of the bat right there. Trying to get on as that go-ahead run. He just wasn't able to find a hole.
Teoscar.
And now Teoscar Hernandez, 1 for 3.
Well, one swing's a lot easier than getting 2 or 3 hits to win this ball game. You better believe he's going to be all in to hit the ball over the fence somewhere.
Ripped to short. Throw on to Torkelson, and Hernandez is out.
Up next for the Dodgers, the catcher,
Will Smith to the plate.
Smith.
Right down to shoot. 0-1.
He must have been looking
0-1
for
for
something
count.
else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Ibanez sends it across to first, and they get the out on Smith. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras. Dodgers go down quietly. Our score holds at 5 apiece. We're in extras here. Here's the left fielder, Riley Green.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Evan Phillips gets the ball now, ready to make his season debut, and it comes at a high leverage spot.
Number 59, Evan Phillips.
First pitch
Inside,
misses. Strike 1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a ground ball. Fires across the diamond. And here in the 10th, the leadoff man is out. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here is Gleyber Torres. And there's a strike. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out. So they hold the runner at
Up next
third,
for the
wanting to
Tigers,
play it
the
safe.
first baseman,
Think that comes back to
center
bite them?
Boy, it's hard to say. That runner on second to start extras is critical, and you want to make sure you don't waste him. If they don't score this inning, there'll be some second guessing for sure.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
With the go-ahead run at third, and here in extra innings. Runners on the move, and he pops up the squeeze. Throws to first in time. That's an out, but the go-ahead run comes across.
Now batting, designated hitter, Colt Keith.
Next is the Tigers DH, Colt Keith. Gets under it and pops it up. Rojas sizes this one up. And that is that. A run, a hit, and a man left. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. Tigers 6 and the Dodgers 5.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Tigers,
back, and here comes the closer,
Number
Tyler
87.
Holton. A chance at his first save of the year. Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pajes. What are you looking to do in these spots? You're down a run. You're leading off the inning.
He's not a power hitter, a guy that's looking to tie it up with one swing. So he's going to take and get into this at bat and try to get deep into the bat. Ultimately, however he can, get to first base.
So the tying run at second. Fought off foul. And this is inside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Ground ball up the middle. Into the outfield. Base hit. Around third. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark and he scores. That ties it up at 6.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
No outs. Runner at first. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
0-1's the count.
Winning run on base at first. No outs. Yeah, that's fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Winning run at first, nobody out. Here in extra innings. On the ground to the left. Over to Torres. Out. Double play. That erases the would-be winning run.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Tied at 6. Now it's the second baseman, Miguel Rojas. Down the middle for a strike. 0-1. Two down, nobody on. And we're in the last half of the 10th. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Bierland under it. Makes the catch, inning over. But they push across 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. We push on to the 11th, and we're all even at 6 apiece. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Now we go to the 11th, and here's the catcher, Tomas Nido.
Tomas Nido.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. There's a strike.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Oh, 0-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Now a fly ball to right center. Edman going after it. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And there's one down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Andy Ibanez.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the third baseman, Andy Ibanez. On the ground to third. And that's a fair ball. Heading for the plate. Here's the throw. Not in time. He beat it, and they've got the lead.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Back to the top of the order now. And next up for the Tigers, Zach McKinstry. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. late on that fastball.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
In the air, out towards left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down.
The center fielder, number 8, Matt Vierling.
And up next for Detroit, Matt Vierling. First pitch, and he just misses.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Ibanez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one finds the corner, and it's 1-1. And the sweeper is in for a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 1 run across in the frame so far. We are in the 11th. Two outs. Got him. And that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and this is now a 7-6 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Now a move being made at second base. On to pinch run, number 6. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman.
Pickoff throw. Tag. And he's picked off.
It's so rare that the pitcher is able to be that quick and make an accurate throw to second base. It's just not a normal thing for him to do, but does a really nice job there of getting into that middle infielder and the tag being put on the runner. Nice pickoff right there.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
1 down, runner at first. Here's Betts. Ripped, but it curls foul. That's to third. Over to Torres. The double play ends it right here.
Well, I love the fact they didn't quit. They had to do a little extra work tonight to secure this win, but it's what you got to do over the course of a season if you want to be a championship ball club.
1-run game here today. Your final score, 7-6. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.